Jennifer Vannatta spoke to the panel of officials and now joins us from one of the busiest rail crossings in town on Alabama Street. And Jennifer, what's the purpose behind this new campaign?
Well, Bob, last year deaths from highway railroad crossing collisions in Missouri increased by 69.2%. And safety officials want to turn this trend around with this new campaign. Now, I have to warn you, these PSAs are powerful and graphic, but the campaign promises to get your attention. He races to beat the train, thinking he will win, but the reality is he won't. You're watching Highways or Dieways, the most graphic railroad safety public service announcement ever produced in Missouri. Statistics from highway rail crossing collisions in Missouri show the number of deaths rose 69.2% last year, and safety officials sponsoring the campaign want to turn that around.
We really need to get people's attention here. We don't want to have that trend continue, and I think that a graphic campaign like this wakes people up, and hopefully they'll want to learn more, and then our presenters in the state of Missouri can go to work.
Imagine driving along these tracks knowing you cannot stop in time. Train conductors know firsthand how tragic these situations end. Operation Lifesaver is a series of very dramatic presentations, but images of real accidents are even more powerful.
It's a helpless feeling, and then we have to watch what happens. We see people ejected out the front windshield, out the side windows, even out the back window, and it's something that's not very pretty.
Officials think the death toll has gone up because of increased rail traffic between St. Louis and Kansas City, two of the largest rail sites in the country. Other contributors are drivers not paying attention or not obeying crossing rules. The message of this new campaign is clear.
Please stop and look, and always expect a train at that crossing. Always expect a train, and don't try to beat the train, because if it's a tie at the crossing, you lose.
Now, safety officials also want to encourage you to be patient at railroad crossings. A freight train traveling at 60 miles per hour takes only 1 minute to clear the crossing, so your wait might be actually shorter than you think it's going to be. Bob and Destry?
Well, Jennifer, in many of these accidents, how fast are these trains traveling?
Well, I spoke with safety officials today, and they told me that a lot of people think that trains are traveling around 60 miles per hour and at very high speeds when they happen. But the truth is, in most of the crashes last year, the trains were traveling at less than 30 miles per hour, proving that collisions can happen at any speed. Bob and Destry, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Jennifer, for that report. News Team 2's Jennifer Vannatta is in Elwood, Kansas tonight, where warehouse workers are striking. And Jennifer, why are police now getting involved?
Well, Bob, emotions ran high here Monday as people who work with or work for affiliated foods attempted to approach the facility, so police became involved. Now, today the situation here was much more calm, but I spoke with the Elwood police chief about the overall legal aspects of this kind of situation. It was another day of striking for the Teamsters local union 460. In 8-hour shifts, workers took turns battling the cold temperatures and holding up signs of protest. The scene took on a different mood today, much calmer along the picket lines. Monday, several union workers became angry at some of their colleagues who chose to go to work instead of strike. Although emotions ran high, police